I was going to drop this video today anyway, but Crytek finally announced when Update 113 and Tide of Shadows will be coming, and that is Wednesday, June 28th. On to the video. Update 113 is lurking somewhere in the shadows, but still no sight of it yet. Since my last video on the trailer, we've gotten some more confirmations about the weapons we will be seeing with the Tide of Shadows event whenever that comes out. And I wanted to do a roundup of all that stuff, discuss some thoughts on it, and to be honest, bide our time while we continue to wait, because waiting is the hardest part. So we know Tide of Shadows is an event happening this summer, probably soon since we have a trailer for it, and we have several weapons, ammo types, and consumables, we think, coming in that event, confirmed in social media posts and trailers. The first one I want to talk about is the Winfield Slate repost. I've seen some people meme on this one already. Finally, the Slate will be good in close quarters. Yeah, I get it. Not everyone will like this one, but one added benefit of these bladed variants is you can free up a tool slot for traps, especially for concertina traps, which I speculated in another video that concertina is about to be very important for keeping players down, especially when fighting near the water. I really don't play shotguns that much, but it's fun to rock the Slate with penny shots sometimes if I don't have any traits, so yeah, I'm all in on this one with the repost variant, especially when it's versus something like the Spectre Bayonet. I much prefer the light attack on the riposte because it can slash multiple enemies and clear concertina, and this feels like another knock against the Spectre in my opinion. Next up is the Railroad Hammer, which we saw in that original thumbnail with Rotjaw, and we now know it's a new melee weapon coming soon. The tweet for this one says it will be similar to the Sledgehammer, but it will use less stamina and deal slightly less damage. I assume this will be a medium slot weapon like the Combat Axe, which means it could make some very interesting medium build combos. I'm not sure how widespread its use will be after that, first wave of excitement, but I am looking forward to it. It does make me wish that Crytek would tweak the trait Tomahawk, that's a bunch of T's, to be able to throw this too instead of just weapons found in the world, but maybe that would be like breaking it balance wise. I'm not sure. I just think it would be really cool to throw the Railroad Hammer, but I am looking forward to this one. On to the weapon I am most excited for, and that is the drilling, and we saw this one in the Tide of Shadows trailer, but we finally got confirmation of it on a social media post. The tweet for this one says the drilling is combining two medium rifle barrels with an underbarrel shotgun, and I'm so excited about that because I've been on this medium ammo love affair for the last couple of months. I'm not sure why, I just can't seem to kick it. And judging by the Tide of Shadows trailer that I mentioned earlier, the drilling is a full-length 3-slot weapon, so I imagine that underbarrel shotgun will have something close to a medium spread, maybe in the Caldwell or the Slate type of range. I kind of hope they don't give this thing slugs and opt for something like pennies and flechette or dragon breath, but I am totally preparing for them to add slugs because Crytek seems to be drunk on them, and that's true for the upper Mat 2, which we'll talk about in a second. The fact that this is medium ammo has me very excited though, because most medium ammo kills you will have to plan for a 2-tap unless it's a headshot, and the drilling seems to specialize in this type of 2-tap situation. I mean, it has 2 barrels, but much like the Caldwell rival. So just guessing, but I think the follow-up time between those 2 medium shots will be very short, and that's where this weapon will excel in comparison to the other medium weapons we have already. So I'm very excited to get my hands on that one, but we'll just wait and see what ammo types it gets. Hoping for FMJ, but who knows at this point. On to the upper Mat, and I think people are really excited about this one, but the name has also been a little controversial. We'll get into that. So the upper Mat is a 2-slot pistol, it's long ammo, and it has a shotgun underbarrel. I mean, it's just the Mat, but it's big. And I'll just read the tweet for you. With increased stopping power and muzzle velocity, this medium slot long ammo pistol brings an extended effective range. Its weight and size prevent it from using fanning. Use with caution. And okay, naming conventions are weird, and they're kind of, all over the place in Hunt Showdown, but it's called the Mat Mark II Upper Mat. And the problem with that is what are we saying the variant name is? Like with the Caldwell conversion uppercut, the uppercut is the variant. But with this, I guess we're saying that upper is the variant, and it's the Caldwell conversion cut, and it's the upper Mat and the uppercut. It just doesn't make sense and it sounds awkward. And that's okay, Crytek. I mean, hey, it's still a new weapon. And in all seriousness, it sounds like a fun addition to the arsenal. I'm glad it's not just another long ammo rifle, and we actually have a clip of this one being fired, so have a listen. And yeah, not a real glimpse of it. It doesn't sound that intimidating, but it does sound like an exciting weapon despite its awful name. And then we have some smaller teases that don't have the official social media post yet. We know the Bomb Lance is getting a new ammo type. I previously suggested it was a frag tip, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong, and I won't point out why, but if you just look at it, I'm pretty sure it's wrong. That's okay. We also have the Incendiary Bolt, or the Hellfire Bolt, or the Dragon Breath Bolt, whatever, no one knows what to call this, for the hand crossbow, but in the trailer it explodes, and I feel like there's an unseen barrel in that trailer, and it's just Dragon Breath, but shooting a barrel by a body. Instead of like launching Hellfire bombs with a hand crossbow, that sounds a little too strong and over-tuned in my opinion. Hopefully it's just Dragon Breath. As much as I would love to launch Hellfires all over the place, I think Dragon Breath is a safe bet. And of course the new Army Swift, which we saw the icon for in the economy trailer. I also talked about this in the new Army guide because I was trying to get ahead of it, but I really wanted to talk about that pistol, and we're pretty sure it's just going to be the new Army but Swifty. No social media posts for that one yet. Maybe they're saving that for next week, but we're just going to have to wait. Pretty sure that's coming in this update though. Also, a tease for perhaps deployable toolkits and deployable medkits, and I have a future video topic for those. But said in a few words, I think we're about to have some new options for team play, and I don't mean that in a deceptive stalker beetle type of way. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about those more in the future. And that gets you caught up on all the weapons that have been teased. I was pretty sure 113 was going to drop this week and failed to plan otherwise, so here we are. Let me know what weapon you are most excited for, and until the next video, goodbye.